Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to my class. Today is going to be all over body, just your body weight. If you've joined me last week, we go through combinations of exercises, 4 exercises each, lasting 30 seconds, and then we rest at the end. We go through that a total of 3 times before we move on to the next circuit. So today, all you need is your water bottle and a sweat towel, any type of towel. We're going to use that at the end for a few exercises, and then you're going to need it because we're going to be sweating. So I go through the first combo before we get started, just so you have an idea of what to expect before we get going. So we're going to start with alternating side squats. So you're just going to sit into a squat, out, and back in, and then alternate sides. So just squat down, meet your feet, and back over. From that, we're going to go into just some jumping squats with a pulse. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then jump. 1, 2, and jump. And all your squats, you should be seated. So bending those knees, getting back like you're sitting in a chair, making sure your knees don't go over your toes. Third exercise, we're going to hit the floor. If you have a mat, great. If you don't, that's fine. We're going to do some jumping jack planks with some shoulder taps. So as your feet come out, you're going to tap the opposite shoulder. Feet come in, and then just alternate. So front view, look like this. Jump out, back in, and alternate, tapping shoulders. Fourth exercise is going to be on our sides, side planks. If you can stack your shoulder or your wrist underneath your shoulder, this one's going to be the advanced one. You're going to drop your hips and then back to the starting position of a side plank. If that gets tough, just come down to your forearm. You can get the same exercise with your obliques by pulsing down and up. And then we'll switch sides for that exercise. So let's get ready here. Get my watch started. First 30 seconds, here we go. Feet together, out into a squat, back to the middle, over to the side into a squat. Just alternating side to side, getting those legs nice and warmed up. So our second circuit is going to be some jumping. So we want to make sure that everything is warmed up in that lower half. Good. From there, jumping squats with a pulse. Here we go. Jump as high as you can. Pulse 1, 2, and jump. 1, 2, and jump. 1, 2, jump. If jumping is too hard for you, just pulse out some squats for me. Everything is modifiable to your level. Whew. You should be feeling that in your quads. Those legs should be getting nice and warmed up. And stop. All right, down on the mat for a jumping jack planks with shoulder taps. I'll go frontwards so you can see it. Here we go. Jump out, opposite arm, just shoulder. Let's turn to the side here. Make sure that you don't have that lower back sagging. Everything should be nice and pulled in. And stop. All right, side planks. Here we go. I'm going to start the advanced. Lower those hips, contract, bring them right back up. is a great exercise for your obliques. You feel that contraction right at the top. Whew. And stop. Switch sides. Once again, try to start up on your wrist. And then if that gets tough, just come down to your forearm. But like I always say in all my classes, challenge yourself, do the hard first, and then modify down to the easier form of the exercise. And stop. All right, that was our first set of exercises. 30-second rest. And then we get to go through that all over again. 2 more times. So take this 30 seconds always in between. Grab a little bit of water if you need it, and then stretch anything that you feel needs stretched. We're always working upper body, lower body. So I always try to stretch a little bit of shoulders and quads in between. Core is always going to be worked in my classes, which is just a great benefit to all this body weight, all over body conditioning. Okay, round 2. Back up, feet together, or at least shoulder width apart, over to the side into a squat, back to starting and over to a squat. Side view, squat, really getting seated. Going down only as far as what's comfortable for you. Everyone has their own limits with squats. And stop. All right, jumping squats with the pulse. Here we go. Up, 1, 2, and jump. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These always burn me. Wow. Like right away. Feel that all in my quads. Oh, and stop. All right, down on the ground. Jumping planks, alternate hand to opposite side shoulder. Here we go. You can go fast, you can go slow. All I care is that you're tucking up your core so you don't have any sagging lower back. And if this gets tough, you can always just do the jumping jack or tap your shoulder side to side. And stop. Okay. Side planks. Stack that wrist underneath your shoulder. Drop the hips and up and contract. Everything should be aligned, your whole body. If you look down, you'll see your feet are aligned right along with your whole body. Even though this is obliques, you will feel it in your shoulder because it's an isometric. We're holding our body up with our arm. And stop. It always burns my shoulder. Woo. Opposite side, here we go. You know the modification. Start hard first if you can, and then come down to your forearm, looks like this. Same idea, up, aligned, lower, and then up. And stop. Nice job on those. That is number 2 done with this combo, which means we just have one more to do. So 30-second rest. Stretch your legs or arms. If you're stretching your shoulders, just bring that straight arm across your chest. Hug it in with your other arm. Just relax that shoulder muscle, your deltoids. We're going to be doing a lot more on our hands, so you're going to need this stretch. And switch it out. And it must be time because my watch is vibrating. Here we go. Last one on these. Start with your feet, hip width distance. There we go. And over to the side into a squat, back to the middle, and squat. And stop. Here we go, right into those jumping squats. Let's waste no time. 1, 2, jump as high as you can. 1, 2, explode up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow, those should be kicking your legs into high gear right now. Oh, come on. And stop. Oh, shake it out. Goodness. All right. Down into our plank. Jumping jack with shoulder taps. Try these first. It gets hard. Take out the taps and just give me the jumping jack or do the shoulder taps. That's going to create a nice imbalance in your core because you have to be on one arm. And stop. All right, side planks. Let's finish this up. Up. Relax those hips. Contract at the top. Align that body. Double check that your wrist is under your shoulder or your elbow. If you're down on your elbow, your forearm. You should be feeling this on your sides. Those lovely obliques. And stop. Ooh, I barely got to that last one. Oh. And last side here. Let's finish it up. And stop. Nice work. We made it through combo number 1. We're going to get a minute rest. in between these combos. And then I'm gonna have a chance to go over the next 4 exercises for combo number 2. So grab some water, stretch out your arms and your quads, any part of your legs, hamstrings. Bring the foot out, lean into it. It's gonna get your hamstrings. We're not working those directly today, but indirectly, you take a little hit. Okay. Let's see if I can get this camera a little more. There we go. All right, second combo. We're going to start ramping it up a little bit. We're going to do a broad jump with a back pedal. That's going to look like this. It's basically a long jump. So arms back to get that momentum. Jump as far out as you can. Back pedal real low. And then repeat. So we want to really work on those long jumps. We're going to go from that straight into some holding squats with toe taps. We're coming down into that 90 degree. If you can, on your knees. If not, just get as low as you can. And we're just going to tap out side to side. So we're just holding that squat, working a little bit of core with that imbalance as we lift that leg up and repeat. All right, that's exercise number 2. As promised, more jumping, a little more cardio in this one. So we're going to come to the ground, get into our plank form, and we're going to jump knees to the side, off to the side and back to the middle, alternate sides. That twisting motion is too much for your back. Just give me a knee in, knee out. But try to twist to the side, alternating once again to get into not just the whole core, but those obliques with all that twisting motion. And then we're just going to roll over onto our bottom for the 4th exercise. And we're going to do a boat pose, but a little challenging. So we're going to come up into a V, and you're going to lower one leg slowly, meet at the top, and then lower the other one. So it's very slow and calculated here. Some people have problems stretching out their hamstrings. Just give it to me however you can give it to me. If the knees are slightly bent, that's fine. Just lower and then meet up with opposite leg before you lower. All right. That is what's next. Let's get started. All right, broad jumps. As far out as you can go. Land it, and then back pedal in a really low back pedal. There we go. So basically, as you jump forward, don't come back up and walk. Get low again. The second circuit's all about challenging our glutes. These nice explosive movements. Just a great way to train. Woo! I feel that. All right, straight down into our holding squat with toe taps. So we're just down, tap out to the side, and repeat on the other side. So same thing, that nice squat. We're just trying to create a nice imbalance here by lifting one leg up and over to the side. So just a nice holding exercise. Isometric on our legs. So good. So good for the body. And stop. Whew. All right, on the ground, as promised, in our plank position, jumping side to side with our knees tucked in. If that gets too hard, just jump in with your knees like this. Try the off to the side first. It's a little more difficult. Back to your plank. When you come back to that plank, just make sure that you're in that true plank position. Wrists right underneath the shoulders. No sagging of the lower back. So your core should always be pulled in tightly here. And done with those. On your bottom, flip over to this boat pose. Bring your feet up. They have to be bent, that's fine, but all I care about is this V. So you have a straight back, and you're really pulling in with that contraction there, especially at the top. When you alternate that leg up, you should feel that pull right there. I think these are tough. They look simple, but they're tough. And stop. All right, that was a whole set in combo number 2. You should be nice and warmed up right now, possibly even sweating. Your heart rate should be elevated. We're basically getting to the point where after this, we'll be over halfway through, so you should be feeling it. Maybe some endorphins are kicking in. Mine are. Thank goodness, because Mondays aren't always easy. All right, back to our broad jumps. Once again on these, you're just trying to jump as long as you can. That is your goal here. And then back pedaling low. Here we go. My goal is always the length of the mat, so set your own goals. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Oh. And done. Oh, dear. Oh, and the most challenging part about this is your back low. Here we go. In that low squat, tap it out. Create that imbalance. Try to stay steady and straight ahead. It's very easy to lift one leg and go like this because you're off balance. So my goal is always to make my core work extra hard. I should have no movement in my torso as far as leaning goes. Nice job. Go lower if you can. And stop. Oh, those are so good. So good. All right, down on the mat, in your plank position, knees tucked in, side to side. Create that tuck hand straight into the middle if the side to side is too hard. But always coming back to that plank position, whether it's knees in here, back to the plank, either way, whichever one you're doing, you always meet back in the plank. Knees, my goal isn't how fast can I go, but how much I can bring my knees up to get my core engaged. Whew. Those feel extra tough today. All right, roll over. Let's get our boat pose out of the way here. Raise those legs up, straight back, really get into that V. Then start lowering one leg, bring it up to meet the other, and then alternating. Once again, this one's slow as well. Slow and steady. I'm shaking. The slower I go on ab work, the harder One more shake and stop. Whew. Nice job. 30-second rest here. We just finished number 2 of combo 2, which means we just have a third one left. So the good news is after that, we move into our last set of exciting exercises for combo number 3. Once again, if you don't have a little towel, or it can be a big towel, grab one now because we're going to play a little bit with the towel. If you don't have one, we can improvise. It's no big deal. All right. Stretch whatever needs to be stretched. And looks like it's time. Let's finish up strong with this third one. Here we go. Broad jumps with the back pedal. Keep it low. That is what makes it burn when you stay low versus coming up. You're really using those glute muscles. And you're performing something you're not used to doing when you go backwards. Your body is not used to that. So it challenges those little muscles. And of course, any plyometric is hard. Whew. And stop. Shake it out. So we're going right back down into that holding squat. Tap out that foot. Challenge yourself to not move with the leg. Keep everything straight on. Get low. Tap out. This should not be easy. You should hear my breath. Completely out of breath. And my legs are burning. Go lower. If you find yourself creeping up, it's real easy to creep up. So get low. And extend that leg. Woo! We are done with those for good. All right. Down into those plank jump-ins. Challenge yourself on this last one if you haven't been to jump to the side there. Jump, alternate sides, back to the middle, into that plank. You should be really twisting off to the side if you're bringing those knees up to your wrist. Maybe you don't get towards your wrist. It could be just here by your wrist. That's fine. Everyone has their own level of fitness. And stop. Oh, those are tough. Especially when you're talking. All right, boat pose. Last one on this. Get into that V up. Start there. Feel the contraction, then lower. One leg at a time. Don't bring that leg up until the other foot is met the other foot. And I give it a little extra toss when I come to the top here. It's another little bonus. You want it? We're almost there. Feel it. I'm shaking. And stop. Woo. Good job. That finishes up combo number 2. We get a whole minute here to rest up. Once again, grab a towel because this next one, a towel is helpful. We'll just leave it there. If not, I'll show you what you can do without a towel. If you don't already follow us on Facebook, follow us now. It's Parkview Sports Medicine. I'm not sure how Facebook works. I'm not on it, but I think if you comment on this workout or tag it, selfie, however that works on Facebook, do it because they're giving away PSM, athletic gear, athletic wear. It's all really good stuff. I announce the winners every Friday. So they will randomly pick someone. So the more times you tag or enter, the more chances you have to win. Some good stuff, some good athletic wear. All right, third combo and we're done. So this one's where you really should be feeling the endorphins because your body is working hard. And now we're just going to work a little bit harder to get this finished. So if you have your towel, just lay it right down in front of you. This is going to be kind of like your line that we're jumping across here. So if you don't have a towel, obviously you can do your lateral jumps without that marker. So we're going to go down into a burpee, down and up, jump in, and then lateral jump over, back down. Now what I'm going to do is add a push-up. So push-up, so it's a modified burpee. Jump in, use all that core, explode over, and back out again. So that would be a burpee. This is a push-up. You know the difference. Push-up's just going to challenge your arms a little bit more. All right, that's exercise number 1. Number 2, we're just going to stay where we're at and pulse a curtsy lunge. So curtsy lunge is just bringing that foot behind you. So it's like a one-legged squat, if you think about it. And we're going to stay low and go up from there and pulse. 30 seconds on each side, obviously switching the sides. All right, that one's going to burn. Burn the tush, burn your quads. All right, then we're going to hit the mat. This is where we will use the towel again. We're going to come up into that V up again like the boat pose. We're going to bring our knees in so close to pass that towel under, straighten the legs, crunch again. Woo, it's hard to clear it. So you see it's a challenge to get that towel under. It forces you to really bring in the knees and contract the abdominal muscles. So if you don't have a towel, just kind of bring in the knees, extend, and kind of pretend that you got this imaginary towel. All right, and then 4th exercise is going to be planks again. We're just going to come up into a normal plank. Opposite arm grabs that towel, just like you would if you had a dumbbell. Switch it to the side, grab it from the opposite side, back over. The further off you throw it, the more you have to reach. And you're trying to keep those hips squared off. So you're trying not to move with it. So hips squared off and side to side with that towel. It's not a dumbbell, it's not extra weight, but it's still a challenge by making yourself work harder on one arm. But just really focus on keeping the hips squared to the floor or your mat. All right, let's get this done. Here we go. Lateral jumps. Jump over, explode up, jump out, burpee or push up, jump in and explode back over, lateral jump. Lateral jump, explode out, plant those hands, give me a push up if you got it, or a burpee. And stop. Whew. All right, second exercise. Pulsing curtsy lunges. Get that curtsy back there for that leg. Knee should be straight ahead. We start low, then we come up. So we're not starting here going down. We start down, up. That is a pulse. That you will feel very differently than if you're pulsing up to down. So it's down, up. Woo! Yeah, those are tough. I could regret having these today. And stop. We gotta work the other leg. Here we go. My, oh my. This might be all I have in me to get through these things. Oh my gosh. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it. We're We're almost there. We have to be. My leg's gonna fall off. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. All right. Towel pass unders with our abs on the floor. Take your towel. Come up into your V, also known as your boat pose. Tuck in the knees, pass that towel under, straighten the legs, and repeat as you pass it up. This, like I said, challenges you to bring it in and get a major contraction on your abs. You're forced to clear that towel over your feet. All while you're in the boat pose. And stop. Oh my. Turn over, get into your plank. Remember, we're using the towel. I'll give you a forward view on this. And start. So we're in that plank. Put the towel off to the side. Opposite arm reaches to the towel. Take it out as far as you want to challenge yourself. But remember, if we're pulling that towel over, we want to make sure our hips are staying down, that they're not turning with our body. That is part of the workout. That's what makes it so hard. So I'll turn this way and you'll see. And stop. Come down. Child's pose. Stretch that back out. 30-second rest. We have 2 more to go. You got this. Happy Monday. This will start your Monday off right. It's a great way to start any week. Really any day of the week, but Monday's always the beginning for most people. So we're going to get through these next 2 sets of 4 and be very happy. Very happy that we finished and that we got a workout in for the day. All right, take your towel, put it down as a little marker. If you don't have one, once again, you're just jumping side to side. Create that burpee or a jump out with a push-up. Push-up. Try the push-ups, like I always say. Start hard first, then go easier when you get completely fatigued and you can't do anything with good form. Jump over, explode. Those lateral hops are so good. Just like long jumps, broad jumps, any kind of jumping. Nice explosive movements. Great conditioning for your body. And stop. Whew. All right. The ones I think that are extremely hard, let's do it. 1 leg pulsing curtsies. Get that leg behind you. Start low. Then you pulse up from there. Side view. My gosh. Reminder to self not to put pulsing curtsies in the workout anytime soon, at least. Oh, especially at the end. And switch legs. Oh gosh. Here we go. Start low, come up from there, and pulse. That's a quad burner, but also inside thigh. I feel that a lot there. Burning like crazy. Got my prayer hands here for a reason. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Oh, the good news is we just have 1 more to do of those. maybe we'll forget how terrible they are in between. Here we go. Down on the ground. Grab your towel. If you don't have one, just tuck in your knees, extend your legs, back out and up. Bring those hands up. Back is flat. We are really trying to work those abs. Getting that contraction as you bring the knees in and extending. And done with those. Towel passovers. Get in that plank. Put your towel over to the side. Come up in that plank. And grab that towel with the opposite hand. Throw it over. Keep those hips level as we stretch to the side to get that towel. You determine how far you want to reach. You could place it right here and just go back and forth, but I'm trying to reach and challenge on that one arm plank. Whoops, I challenged myself too much there. So throw it over. Throw it. And reach. Oh, shoot. That might have been a bit much. Holy cow. All right, the good news is that was the end of 2, the circuit 2. We have the last one and we're finished. Take 30 seconds here. Please get a drink of water. Stay hydrated. The light is there at the end of the tunnel. I see it. This is when I get completely happy, when I'm on my last circuit here. Because once you get going, you forget about it. And then we'll be done. Here we go. Set your toe there. Lateral jumps. Jump it over. Plant those hands. Jump out. Give me a push-up. Try that first. When that gets tough, give me a burpee. And we are finished with those. Woo! Pat yourself on the back. Now we go into the ones that are giving me troubles. Curtsy lunge. Get low. Pulse from there. Here we go. Yeah, these are burners. We're almost there though. Then we're done with this leg. Keep it up, keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I don't know if anyone else out there is feeling that, but those might be the hardest exercise for me. All right, here we go. Finish up the second leg. Down, start down, come up from there. Pulses, small ones. Little tiny pulses. We can do this. We're done after this, at least with the curtsies. Just 2 more exercises. We got this. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those legs out. Oh my gosh. Come down to the ground. Grab your towel. Grab your imaginary towel, whatever it is. And let's finish up strong here. 30 seconds. We got this. Our core's firing up. It's tired. But man, is it going to get stronger. Knees in, extend those legs, crunch it in, overhead, and try not to round your back on this. It's easy to do. Feel like I was starting to do it. Get that back flat. Nice V motion here. And stop. We are done with those. Last exercise. Hallelujah. Get in your plank. Can't tell I am out of breath. Plank. Here we go. Put your towel off to the side. Wrists underneath shoulders. Grab that towel. Throw it to the side. Reach with that core. One arm plank. That core is working overtime. Especially if you throw your towel as far as me. Really get it. And we are finished. Come down into a child's pose. Extend those arms out. Really relax that lower back. Wiggle around a little bit if you need it. Thank yourself for showing up. That was a lot of work. That was a great workout. I'll be back here Wednesday at 9, Thursday at 9. Those are the class times, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 9:45. This one went a couple minutes over, but normally a 45-minute class. So have your kids join later for our 2 o'clock young athlete conditioning class. Scott Charlin, he teaches that. Same thing, it's live. And it's great for kids. It's a 30-minute workout. It puts them through just all over body weight workouts just to condition them. So it's a good chance for your children to get in and do something for the day. I know the weather's getting nicer, so it's a lot easier to get out with your kids. But either way, it's a good conditioning class. So that one's taught Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 o'clock, 2 to 2:30. So I hope to see you back Wednesday. Make sure you stretch really good. Drink lots of water. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you on Wednesday.